Yes, I did it again. I don't know what's going to take to make me remember to put this microphone up. Anyway, good morning. This is Gene, November 1st, and welcome to Hanging with Uncle. I hope everyone had a pleasant, happy, and safe Halloween. I hope kids got plenty of good treats and are happy, and that life is going well for them and everybody else. So, I got mine. Hope you have yours. So, I met an old friend last night, Dr. Richard Gooding. And in my opinion, this man is solely responsible for flipping Arizona blue. Now, in 2016, you remember the mood of the nation, all the pink hats, marching all across America in protest of Cadet Bonespurs winning the election. And he did win, free and fairly. Um, and people have the right to express their opinions on that too. It's called freedom of speech, freedom of assembly. And that's what they did. So in Arizona, which was considered to be a totally solid red state, we had a Republican governor, two Republican United States senators, majority of the House seats. It was pretty lopsided red here in Arizona. And Dr. Gooding got us all together. Just, hey, you guys are emotional. Here's what you can do to fix it. And I'm not going to go into his tactics. That's for him to say. But they worked because 4 years later in 2020, we have two Democratic United States senators, a Democratic governor, Democrat Secretary of State and Attorney General. So thank you, Dr. Gooding. I hope that people don't get complacent and start playing matador defense out here. You worked too hard and too efficiently and effectively to have this slip away. And the reason I bring all that up is because, again, today's the first. We're 5 days away from the election. And there's a common thread again, and it's voter suppression. A playbook that has been around for as long as people wanted to vote. At first, it was only landowners could vote. They suppressed it from just regular people who went to work every day from voting because they didn't have status. And now I'm noticing, and I'm just pointing out what I notice, that the Republican Party is going out of their way to continue this trend of voter suppression. We can go back to when President Obama was in office and John Roberts, chief of the Supreme Court, said that there was no more discrimination because there was a black man in the White House, and they gutted the voting rights bill. And as soon as they did that, you saw all these voter suppression laws going in place in all these red states, traditionally across the Southeast and the Bible Belt states. But now I noticed, we talked about it in Mesa County, Colorado, fraudulent ballots being turned in, and unsuspecting voters who are still waiting for their ballots didn't realize their ballots were stolen, and that criminal investigation is going on. But now, I hope there's another one going on in Lancaster County, Pennsylvania, because there was about 2,500 fraudulent voter registration applications turned in. Of course, all of them for, Republican. And again, voter election is a crime. That's a federal crime. Notwithstanding, you can't pay people to register them to vote, Elon. That's also a crime. Elections are free. You can register for free. You can vote for free. You don't have to be compensated or need to be compensated to express your vote. Also, in the state of Virginia, the Supreme Court reversed a state ruling and will allow purging from the voter rolls in the state of Virginia from suspected non-eligible voters, right? So let's just call it what it is. They're targeting people that are brown skin, that have their last name end either in a vowel or the letter Z. Okay. And so let's take this. Let's look at this, because this is really why this has become an issue. So say, for example, you migrate to the United States legally, apply for citizenship, and get it. Now that you're a legal citizen and you register to vote, but your citizenship status has not caught up with the records in the state you live in, Virginia, so they kick you off even though you're a legally registered voter. Because one thing is certain, that I'm seeing a common thread in all this, if you look at the commonality, that is the only strategy Republicans have to win, is by suppressing the vote. They don't have messaging. They know people aren't going to follow what they have to hear, so they have to suppress the vote. And they do this for power, because they know they have nothing to message on. For example, a majority of the Americans are not going to vote to suppress women's reproductive rights. People aren't going to vote for that, so they're going to suppress your vote so you can't vote. People want a living wage, just like the minimum wage law says, that you earn enough that you won't need government assistance to put food on the table or a roof over your head. But now we see that they have muddied those waters, trying to justify suppressing wages by calling it minimal skill while you're making billions of for-profit dollars. Minimal skill should not equal billions of for-profit dollars. Minimal skill should equal minimum profits. Just sounds logical to me. I'd love to know your thoughts. But yeah, so they have no message. So they're running on voter suppression, because that's the only way they can maintain power. Which is why, again, and you've heard me say this, every 2 years we have a chance in this country to make sure that the ship stays on the right course, because every 2 years we elect a new Congress, a new United States Senate and House of Representatives. Those two houses make up Congress. And that is where the power is. That who has the power to make laws and spend your taxpayer dollars, not the president. Congress is the tax and spend part of government, okay? Not a party, it's the government. That's Congress's job, to tax and spend, okay? Doesn't matter who's in office. The Green people, the pizza party, it doesn't matter. That's Congress's responsibility under the Constitution. So keep that in mind. And if you think your vote doesn't matter, if you're still one of those that don't vote, that you think your vote doesn't matter, then stop and ask yourself, why are they trying so hard to take your right to vote away if it didn't mean anything? Think about that. If you have an answer, leave it in the comments section below. That's all the time I have for today. It was good seeing you last night, Doc. Missed you. Say hi to the family. So I'm Gene. Have a great day. Thank you for hanging with Uncle. Please hit that subscribe button, and also hit that like button, the thumbs up, and hit that notification bell so you never miss when we go live and put new content out there. So be kind to one another, treat each other the way you want to be treated, and protect your